ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watching some of my My name is Jimmi Pynk, and I was actually going to put on makeup and hair. Not after this episode. So thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Jimmi Pynk. We're here to talk about All Stars episode 7, going into the top 3. We knew this was going to be the top 3, right? Okay, so yeah, it's time for All Stars to take a break, number 1. Number 2, it is very difficult for me to watch All Stars after watching Canada's Drag Race. Because Canada's Drag Race is quite honestly rocking the shit. Okay, they just are. Is what a TI is. The challenges has already been like dog walking the challenges that we're getting on Drag Race and All Stars. The girls are fun. But I got something to say about Canada's Drag Race this week because woof. And not to be a stereotype, but it was a rap challenge and the bottom 3 was the black girls. I'm like, how's that happen? Not one of y'all rap, and don't get me wrong, y'all rapping is hard. But not one of y'all rap or dance well, and all 3 of y'all ended up in the bottom. Canada, folks. Anyway, let me get back to my ignorant American ways and talk about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 5 America. So we have a comedy challenge, a stand-up comedy challenge. I hate that challenge. RuPaul, you've never had to do stand-up comedy. I don't understand why this is a staple in a challenge. The roast, sure. Straight up, let's just do stand-up comedy. Not so much. And this runway theme was weird. The runway is all freak out. So is it a disco challenge? No. It's just wear some dress like a freak. Dude, if I had everything here to get in full geesh for tonight's category, I couldn't have told y'all what the hell I would have put on. Because what is that? I need receipts. I need it on the piece of paper. What do y'all mean by dress up like a freak? Because to me it read Club Kid Runway all over again. To me. Let's try to bring the positives into the situation. Jujubee is never not funny. Jujubee is never not funny. And they were like, oh, you were slow in the beginning. I disagree. I thought Jujubee was funny all the way through. I thought Blair St. Clair was actually funny in what she was saying, but she was relying on her notes too much. And that whole, now let me try to turn pages in the middle of the jokes and you're not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I didn't even take notes. Because I had ran out to the store and get something to eat because being confused with Canada, straight up and down was thinking it came on at 9 o'clock and got my food and was just sitting there like, doo-doo-doo, let me go get my utensil, blah, 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 blah. I had some Popeyes. It was delicious. But lo and behold, I looked down this 806. I'm like, oh, bitch, this ain't Canada. So I wasn't upstairs in my habitat to take notes. But I was like, it's only 4 girls. I think I can remember some stuff. Yeah, I thought Blair was funny. Blair had a pacing problem and she was relying on her notes a little bit too much. Miss Cracker did very well. I don't know if she was ever actually going to ever do that TED Talk shit. Because Miss Cracker ass was real calculated this here episode. Real calculated this episode. And I think that she was strong enough in her comedy. She does comedy. She's Bob's daughter. She knows that she's going to excel at this. She knows that this is her challenge. So I honestly think she was like, I really don't need y'all critiques and tell me what I need to do. So I'm just going to come out here and pretend I'm doing this TED Talk shit that you knew wasn't funny. Okay? Shea Coulee. Even though it worked out well, I have a little bit of a problem with Ross pushing her. Talk about something that you literally said on this season that you are still traumatized about. Oh, well, if you laugh at it, it'll make you feel better, and that may be true. But people can't be forced to get over things that are traumatic to them. You have to get over it in your own time. But Shea is a professional, and she wanted the crown, so she was like, okay, I'll do it. And then, what was that shit with Whoopi Goldberg? I'm like, oh, why the black girl got to do what Whoopi Goldberg said? I realized that y'all probably just shot the Color Purple episode with Whoopi in season 12 and all. But, what was that? Oh, and I see that in you. What would you draw? Like, it... And please tell me if it's just me, because we've had this discussion before about like nobody wants to pull the RAC. Well, hell, I could say race. I'm talking about Drag Race. Nobody wants to pull that. But that made me uncomfortable. I'm like, first of all, from what I'm seeing on the TV, y'all are pushing Shea and coaching her a little bit harder than what y'all coached anybody else. Number one. Number two, you're forcing her to talk about something that she may not want to talk about, with her losing to Sasha Velour, number two. And number three, why she got to do it? Why do she got to do? Why is Whoopi Goldberg her go-to? Jane asked her, did she have any comedy heroes or anybody that, you know, it was a style that she wanted, and here come Ross. Well, you know what Whoopi Goldberg said? Why I got to be Whoopi Goldberg? Why can't it be Rosie O'Donnell? Why can't it be George Carlin? Why can't it be Dave Chappelle? Why can't it be somebody that I was going to name, but until I find out if that motherfucker like little girls or not, we not going to bring him up no more. Why can't it be... Damn, do I not know no white comedians? Why can't it be Ellen DeGeneres? Why did it immediately go to Whoopi Goldberg? I didn't like that. Something about that didn't sit right with me. And y'all let me know if I'm tripping about that. But something about that didn't quite sit right with me. But in any case, Shea did a great job. She looked beautiful. I'm not doing no pictures. This episode wasn't even worth it. Like, straight up and down, the episode was a disappointment. It wasn't as disappointing as last week. It wasn't as disappointing as last week because there were some entertaining moments. But it wasn't the challenge and it wasn't the runway. You know. The shit that we actually came to watch. Okay, so. Shea looks gorgeous in the red flowy number. Cracker's jumpsuit was cute. I did not like that shoe for some reason. It looked like an old lady at church shoe. That gold shoe, and it wasn't even like a sparkly gold. It was like a gold leather. It looked like it came from Payless or something. I don't know why, but I love the jumpsuit with the dramatic arms. I love... Cracker hasn't been wearing that typical Cracker hair on the runway very often. I love when she just does her like big body wave where she looks like Jewish Barbie. Like, I love when she wears that hair. That's very, very Cracker, and she really hasn't been wearing it a lot. So I love seeing that traditional big blonde Cracker hair. Blair actually looks stunning. Blair looks beautiful. Juju B said, fuck it, it's a comedy challenge, and I brought this extra blue dress in case we had to do a quick drag for something. Because I was like, girl, why do you just got on a blue Fashion Nova dress? And not even the sweet Fashion Nova dress. Like a plain blue bodycon tank dress with a blue wig and some red shoes, and that was just it. Like, girl, Juju, did you not bring enough outfits? You trying to save them, save the rest of what you got? You know this is going towards the end, so you was already like, well, I know we ain't doing this challenge. You done already packed some shit up. Because, girl, and I love me some Juju B, but baby, that was the most pedestrian that I've seen Juju B this whole damn time. More pedestrian than your actual boy clothes that you wear in the workroom just to have on. Pedestrian. A blue tank bodycon dress with a blue wig and some red shoes. Why? Okay. So this runway. Freak out. Which could basically mean anything, I guess. So, listen, this is these people on Facebook. Nobody got this to do with y'all. I knew it was. Arguing with somebody because my city has mandated masks. Anyway, so I didn't hate anybody's look. I was okay with everybody's look. It was just the challenge was weird. With 4 people left to have it, like, leave it so open like that and it not even be like a glamour category. You know? Usually when we have like the comedy challenge, the runway might have something to do with it. Like it's a gala or the Emmy red carpet or something along the lines of that. It was just a weird category to me. It was a weird category, and it's weird time with only 4 people left that was a category. It's just weird. So Juju B's mixed houndstooth and checkerboard, definitely Club Kid Fantasy, giving us the mask, the makeup with the glitter tears. I thought was beautiful. The boots being completely covered. The fabric wrapped links. Like, it was definitely giving me Club Kid. But it looks good. She was able to walk in them high-ass shoes. So that's a bonus. Blair St. Clair. I did not like the look. And I got the Cheshire Cat reference right away. I just thought it was funny, with the exception of Shea Coulee. Everybody had on a mask, and this was before coronavirus. I thought that was funny. Like, I was like, oh, so y'all all got your mouths covered? I thought that was funny. But, because Juju had, like, a mask that you could just see her eyes at first, and then she, took the mask off. And then Blair had the mask that we're all wearing right now with, like, the Cheshire Cat smile on it, with her nose painted, and she just had on. But girl, when she was talking about this is just high fashion, girl, that is a cat suit with a bikini over it and a tail. Calm down. But it was cute. I liked that it was black and white polka dot, and then all the pops of color with, like, the fur balls. And the bikini and the tail was a different fur. And I think that threw it off a little bit for me, because it's like you had these, like, fluorescent colors, like these yellow, pink, lime green type of deal, type of color story in the fur. And then the bikini was like pink and purple, like the Cheshire Cat. So that threw me off a little bit. But I like the one yellow stocking, one green stocking, and the sleeves was the same way. Again, that yellow and green, like orange and pink, was just like so vibrant for the bikini to be pink and purple. But if you were going for Cheshire Cat, I mean, that's what color the Cheshire Cat is. So it was okay. She looked good. I loved the wig. She did her makeup beautifully. Miss Cracker, this is what I'm saying about, y'all need to understand, help me understand exactly what the category was, because I got 4 completely different looks. Not in the way we want 4 different looks, but I'm saying it was like 4 different interpretations of Let Your Freak Flag Fly. I would say that Juju and Blair was kind of on the same page. Like, I could see them 2 in the same category. Again, the Club Kid category. Miss Cracker was giving me Dragula. I thought when she came out she was doing Spy versus Spy because she had like the big gas mask with like the crow nose. If y'all know what Spy versus Spy is, like they look like that with like the big black hat, and the other one has the big white hat, and like their noses are shaped like that. And it was like a cape in the mask, and then she took the mask off, and it was a full reveal to embellished catsuit. Now the makeup was freaky. The one black eye and one white eye was freaky, and then the black wig that was real long. But without them contacts and the makeup, and without, like, if you would have came out with just that, there was nothing really freaky to me about that. And really, you coming out with basically what is the equivalent of a gas mask wasn't that freaky to me either. It was all about the execution of the makeup and the combination of the reveal, I guess. I don't know. I didn't get freaky in that cat suit. Was an embellished cat suit. I'm like starting to really get tired of seeing that on Drag Race. But it looks good. And come on, that wig with the inches to not get that all tangled up, kudos. Because that had to be like 45 inches. Well, she's short. Nah, still, that had to be like 45 inches. And she was able to keep it straight, so kudos. And then Shea Coulee. I was agreeing with the judges. Like, this is a bit safe for you. But again, what was the category? Let your freak flag fly. What was the category? She had on multicolored fur like Blair. She had on a cat suit like Cracker. She had harnesses and stuff over it. She had the Decora Harajuku makeup with the band-aid over the nose and the stars and stuff. Her hair was a mullet for whatever reason. She had on furry boots with googly eyes. I can't say, oh, it's not as elevated as everybody else's because I didn't understand the fucking category. So, like, that's where I'm at. And then we got to get to this lip sync, right? So, I'm on Miss Twitter Girl because I'm not taking notes because I'm like, oh, shit, I ran over going to the shops and getting my food. So, I ran over time. So, I didn't have time to run upstairs and get my notebook. And y'all know I've not been feeling well again, so I really didn't want to try to rush up here. So, the lip sync assassin is the dancing doll of Texas herself, Miss Kennedy Davenport. And I am excited because I love me some Kennedy Davenport. And we have been discussing her. We've been discussing her in the lives. Like, where are the real lip sync assassins? Where is Chi Chi DeVane? Where is Kennedy Davenport? So we finally got, after weeks of not really getting one, a real true lip sync assassin that's known for her performance and lip syncing skills as well as the dancing. And we got a Reba McEntire song. We got Fancy. And number one, I'm going to guarantee y'all that we've already had Fancy the lip sync before. One of these drag shows did, because I remember it. There's so many now, I forget. But I'm sure one of y'all super fans to comment below and let me know. But also, what a low energy song to give when you know that the lip sync assassin is Kennedy Davenport. And I thought it was slick for it to be probably your best lip sync assassin, the one out of everybody that was on the stage. And I was like, okay, now that's a lip sync assassin. It was smart to save me to the last episode that you were going to do that on, because you fighting to be in the top 3. You fighting for the last chance to get the crown at this point. It should be the best one that you got. And you gave her a song where she really didn't have nothing to work with. Same way y'all did with I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball. At least she was trying to do something with that. I'm telling you, y'all did not incentivize Y'all did not incentivize these assassins enough. Now, either you did that on purpose or y'all telling them to throw the lip syncs, because I don't give a damn if they was lip syncing to Aqua, I'm a Barbie Girl. I don't care if they was lip syncing to Drake, Grease by Drake, that just came out last night. That sounds like a Justin Bieber song. It's awful. I don't care if they were lip syncing to Sonic Youth. Some of y'all not gonna get that reference. Y'all don't understand how like that would be impossible. But Kennedy Davenport, there's no day that Kennedy Davenport doesn't beat Miss Cracker on a lip sync. There's no day that that happens, unless Kennedy Davenport ain't trying. There's no day that that happens. I mean, keep it a buck with you. There's no day she don't beat Trixie Mattel either. But we gonna let that ride, because I don't know why she decided she wanted to do lyrical dance, but because she already knew it was rigor mortis then too. I don't know. I don't know, folks. And I'm assuming because you're getting lip sync assassins, they already know what song they're lip syncing to. And like, no shade to Kennedy Davenport, but y'all know Kennedy Davenport does drag. Okay? You know the girls that they put it all on. Also, Kennedy Davenport got how many dance costumes? Dancing Diva of Texas. She is the one, as far as I can really recall, as far as on Drag Race, that had all the bodysuits with the fringe and the rhinestone, and was really the person that really brought that to Drag Race, that a lot of her costumes was just leotards. Because she's a dancer. And when Kennedy came out and I seen what she had on, because Kennedy does drag, and I was like, this looks like something Kennedy would just have on at a meet and greet before the show. Like, straight up and down. This is what this looks like to me. I'm like, Kennedy is back on national TV, and she's done, because she's always done. But that's what she had on, and I was just like, wow, that's kind of basic for Kennedy. I said, well, maybe she about to come out here and show up and show out. What's the song? Maybe she about to like really go off. And then I was looking at the outfit, and I said, wait, is that cape attached to that leotard? Like, it's sewn on to the leotard? Like, she not gonna remove that belt and come up out of that and just have on the cat suit? I knew right then. I was like, Kennedy ain't about to go. Kennedy ain't about to put in no work. Kennedy ain't even about to put in no work. I'm looking at what she got on. Kennedy ain't here to do no work. Kennedy is here to collect the check she got for being back on TV, and she out. Like the majority of the other assassins. It's just so disappointing that it was Kennedy, because of everybody that performed. We know how Kennedy Davenport get down. We know Kennedy does high drag, whether you like her taste or not. You know she puts everything on. She is old school, pageant, buck the house down, high drag. And when she walked out and I was paying attention to her outfit, I was like, she ain't finna put in no work. And then this was the song she got, and I was like, she definitely ain't about to put in no work. I was like, she didn't even never drop to her knees. I'm not saying she gotta do shablams and splits all the time, because she don't. And she's proven she doesn't have to do that on every lip sync. But she usually does give us some drama and some dancers. She's damn sure not a pointer sister. Hell, she wasn't even pointing. She was just walking around and swinging that cape a couple times. She wasn't here to put in no work. And for all we know, we'll find out next week. Maybe the girls voted for Shay and they have to, you know, step in and do some rigor mortis, because you already know the fandom is going to lose they ever-loving shit if Miss Cracker would have chose Shay to go home. Or if anybody would have. And Blair St. Clair would have made the top 3. And there wouldn't have been nobody black as a shot at the crown. Listen, I want it to be the best of the best, whoever the best may be. I'm just going by what the fandom does, how the fandom is, and what's been going on in the zeitgeist of the fandom for a while, ever since Trixie Mattel won All Stars. Ever since Nina Bonita Brown was getting death threats from sending Valentina home. Y'all know how the fandom gets. So, yeah, this is our top 3. Blair St. Clair went home, which I had no problem with because this shouldn't have been our top 4. Blair St. Clair should have went home last week. But looks like we're going to find out what a TI is now with the India Farah and Alexis and Votegate, and was y'all trying to get rid of Shay or not. Looks like we're going to get that. What we don't know what we're getting is RuPaul took a phone call. And then just proceeded to close the show. Oh wait, bitch, we don't even know what's gonna happen next week. We don't know what the twist is. Bitch. Now I'm really, really excited for next week's episode. And you know what? I might even get dressed up for it. Because next week's episode, after 2 meh episodes, this one seems like it's going to be good. This finale might just be good. So, thank you so much for watching. Y'all know what it is. The usual shit you got to say when you're a YouTuber. Like, subscribe, comment, so the YouTube algorithm knows that you're active. PayPal, Patreon, all that good shit is up top. And as it is up top, it's also down there, as well as links to merch, CDs, all that fun stuff. I need to turn this air conditioner back on, get me a drink of water, and pop my contacts out because I was a little bit tired. So thank you so much for watching. Hashtag Team Shay, and keep it greasy. Deuces.
You want to be like me. You want to be like me. You want to eat lunch with the cool kids, don't you? Told you I used to be you, I know you. Never learned to crew politics in high school. Now you earn a few funny looks in my school. I can show you how to hypnotize minds, fool. Like the chicks in the bunny books for fly dudes. Why you? Cause I see your potential.